Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm a little late. I got a last minute phone call from my mom, but I'm here now. Let me know if you can hear me. Hello, Seabass, Cola Blues. Hi, Lizzie B, Sandy Justice, Nora K, Amanda Thornton. Hello, hello, Princess Carlisle, Mystica Rose. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to my special member or subscriber, Lizzie B, for helping me out in the chat today. I really appreciate it. I hope you all can hear me. Yes, great. Oh, you can hardly hear me. Oh, that's not good. I hope it's not my little. Hold on. Let me untangle this little low volume. Okay, let me take it out. Is this better? Can you hear me without the headphones? Does this sound better without the headphones? Oh, is it? Can you hear me? No, you cannot hear me. What in the world? Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Okay, is this better? I think this is better. I see what happened. I had it. Okay, this is better. Okay, now let me know if this is even better so I don't have to yell. Is this better with the headphones? Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yes, yes, yes. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Thank you, Mary Montgomery and Vina and Wodesh, Giovanna, Judy, Meryl. Thank you all. Thank you all. I appreciate it very much. It's that's kind of you for letting me know. I appreciate it. Alrighty. So, what are we talking about here? Oh, also, yes, and a special shout out to Lizzie B, who's here every week to help out in the chat. I really appreciate it. Well, I just got back from the hairdressers. You guys like my hair? You like my hair? I Oh, Fiona, thank you so much for your super sticker, Fiona. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Uh, so you like. And Sandy, oh, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about this whole thing around this, yeah, olive branch thing. Yeah. Um, yes. So, yes, Lizzie B, thank you. Thank you. Well, so what are we going to be talking about today? Well, we're going to be talking about I did hear that Prince William is looking to get or to make peace with Prince Harry, but there are some conditions, so we're going to talk about that. And we are going to talk about what I did in my last video with Megan going to the the Balenciaga fashion show. I did a clip where I put in some info around the locations of where Megan was staying in relation to the actual fashion show. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. And then we're going to talk about, if I have some time, get to this whole scandal around Harry and the charities. We know that Harry and Meghan are supposed to be in New York right now. However, Harry was actually there yesterday for some surprise talk on mental health. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Just kind of like break it down a little bit because
This is a very key moment, Harry and Meghan being in New York together. So we're going to talk about that because that is like what we get, the pictures we get from that is going to be very, very, very telling. So I can't wait. There's that reception started at 6. They like get started around 7. So it'll be just getting underway when my live is over, but I will be for sure talking about it tomorrow in tomorrow's video. Okay, so yeah, that is exactly what I will be doing. So before I get started with some of the other things that we're going to be talking about, thanks so much for all of your comments on my hair. I really, there's just something about when you go to get your hair done, how it makes you feel good. You have this good feeling, and I do it for my mental health. Yeah, I need to get my hair done for my mental health, okay? Because I need to feel good about myself. Because it just does a little something, something. Now, I am thinking about going salt and pepper, where I will let my gray come in. Because I didn't get it colored this time. But I'm thinking I might do that just because I'm a woman of a certain age now. So maybe I might let my hair kind of go on the gray side. But because you can see I have gray. I mean, we keeping it real here, okay? We keeping it real. I got some gray, you see? So maybe I'll go gray, gray, gray. We don't know. We'll see. Um, but we will see what happens with that. Now there's a couple things. If you are here, which I am so glad you are, thank you for being here. If you could please like at this time, if we could just go click the like button, it helps with the algorithm. We all know. Be sure, if you are new to my channel, to follow me on Facebook. I just uploaded a video today on my Facebook. I do videos with my little Otis, my dog Otis. He's downstairs. I'm sure he'll be up here in a little bit. But he got in some trouble yesterday. I'm gonna have to tell y'all what happened. I'm sorry for y'all who are not dog lovers. Just bear with me. I need to tell y'all what happened yesterday. I did it in my video, but I'll give y'all the extended, more animated version of what happened yesterday because, yeah, it was a doozy for me. So, um, yeah, I'll just do that because these glasses, man, I need to get new glasses. So, yeah, so follow me on Facebook. And if you are not a member, on my members page, I post personal videos of my time abroad. I just got back from England in July. No, actually in August. I was over there for like 2 months. So I was in England and I was in Germany because my son had surgery on his knee. So I was there for a while. So I post personal videos of my travels and some time with my family. So if you want to be a member, you can do that either on Patreon, where I just do a few more extra stuff on Patreon, or you can just be a YouTube member. It's pretty much the same, but a little bit more on the Patreon. So, and also for some of you who do or do not know, I run a charity. And if you want to donate to my charity where I teach life skills to at-risk youth, Lizzie B will put that up in the chat. You can see that. And it is in the description as well. Okay. So let me tell you all what happened just really quickly before I get into the stories for today with Otis yesterday, because some of you may be able to help me. So my husband and I were jump starting one of our cars because our daughter, the 17-year-old, she's in the other room, left the sunroof open for like 2 days, and it rained. It rained. So there were like puddles of steel or puddles of water. Wait, what did my husband say he called it? Like, I forget what he called it, but there was just like water in the car from the rain. And we were trying to jumpstart the car because now the car won't start. But anyway, so we were, on the sidewalk with the cars in the street. and I saw this lady coming by. She had two golden retrievers and a stroller with a newborn in it. A newborn. Now, Otis is very, very territorial. He will snap at you if you come anywhere near me while I'm walking him, and usually it's men. He's not like that with women usually, but with men, and he's good with kids. He's not like that with kids, but for some reason, when he sees men, like grown men, he goes off. He's like, get away, get away. you know. So, but this lady was on the phone talking with her friend and walking her two dogs and pushing the stroller. And so I saw her coming from, down the street. And I said, oh, let me pull Otis in a little bit because she'll be like only a few feet from us as she passes us by. And so I knew I had to hold Otis really tight. And so as she was getting ready to walk by, Otis, of course, sees her and he lunges and starts barking because of the dogs. And one of the dogs started growling at Otis. And I was holding Otis. It was all good because she was walking by. And I just started talking to my husband. And before I knew it, before I could even go back to look at Otis, like after talking to my husband, look, like halfway as I'm going to go see and look at Otis, like when I got like right here, Otis was out of his harness. He was gone. He was gone, folks. He was on a mission. And he was running around the lady and the two dogs, and she's screaming. The baby starts crying. I'm screaming, Otis, Otis, stop, stop. And then my husband, I'm like, get Otis. My husband's freaking out, not sure what to do either, because the dog is just, everything's getting all tangled up together with the two dogs and the stroller and the dogs barking, the chaos. And my husband makes a dive for it, like he like literally tried to dive and catch Otis. It was out of a nightmare, okay? Finally, like I said in my video, I got some superpowers. Like I summoned my Superman powers because y'all know I love the movie Superman, 1979 version, the one from in the day with Christopher Reeve. Like that is the Superman movie, the best of all time. I summoned my Superman powers and I said I got to get this dog because I kept missing him, but something came over me, like it just came over me and I snatched Otis. I got him. I grabbed him as fast, like I was like in fast motion. So I got Otis. Finally, my husband's knee all banged up. The lady's talking to her friend saying, I'm okay. And I'm apologizing like crazy. The poor baby was crying. And I finally put the harness on Otis and was able to rein him in, but it was a nightmare. I have never, see, this is what is happening. Since I've gotten Otis, or since he's gotten older, because I got him when he was like 6 weeks old. I think it was like 6 weeks. And now that he's older, he's 6 years in doggy years, he is becoming a lot more aggressive. A lot more aggressive. Like when someone comes to the door, if my doorbell rings, like there's a video I did where I show you on my Facebook, I show you what happens when that doorbell rings. Otis will be sleeping, dreaming in one moment. And as soon as he hears that doorbell, he is like number 10, volcano, tornado, nuclear war. He is barking, going crazy at the door. Okay. It's literally, it's that quick. Okay. So he's got his aggression around the doorbell and other dogs and grown men has gotten so much worse. My husband's father and mother were visiting, and when Otis came down the stairs and saw my husband's father, he tried to bite him. He was trying to get him. I'm like, whose dog is this? Whose dog is this? So if you know anything that I can do, or just whatever your suggestions are, of course, I'm going to read up and learn about it, but just to put it out there, I am seeing a change in Otis around things that trigger him. He's becoming a lot more aggressive with it. So just letting you all know, if you have any suggestions or recommendations, please let me know. Okay. Thank you so much, Nemer3, for your super sticker. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you to Fiona, who just came a member. Yay! Welcome, welcome. Alrighty. So let's get into this New York story that's going on. First, let me see. An e-collar. Carrie treats. Ah, yeah. Okay. Yes. So that was one of the suggestions my husband had, was to carry a like a thing that buzzes with Otis, so that if he like goes off, like you vibrate his collar so that he can know that that's not allowed. So that's definitely one of the things I'm thinking about doing. Izzy says she has a 50-pound dog that was euthanized for aggression 7 years. Oh, wow. I literally thought she might kill. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's. See, and I don't want nothing to happen. See, Otis is good around kids, usually around kids and women, but other dogs and grown men, they better get to skipping. Don't come near us. He's protective. Okay, so I'm using the wrong language. He's not aggressive, he's protective. That's true. He's being very protective of me. Yes, I think you're absolutely right. So that's, see, I gotta learn my verbiage. Okay. Thank you, thank you. All right, this is all new for me. So okay, so we know that Harry and Meghan are supposed to be in New York City. Well, Harry was actually in New York yesterday, and they say that, or there is talks that Harry has been living and staying in New York. Now, I don't know if you all remember, but a few years ago, I want to say like in 23, 22, I had did some research, and I found from this purchase of property by King Charles that there is property that is owned by the king in New York City. And allegedly, Harry is in New York a lot, a lot. And one of the things that was discussed at the time when that story came out was for Harry to, should Harry and Meghan divorce, live in New York City because it's closer to England than in California. I mean, it's a big difference traveling from California to England than from New York to England. So if you're traveling from New York to England, it's about 5 hours. Not far, but if you're coming from Los Angeles, it's like double the time. Okay, so it's a lot shorter distance for Harry to live in New York City. And they say that if, should there be a divorce, that Harry would live in New York with the children. And yeah, I guess they would do the whole parenting thing. But yes, it makes a lot of sense that Harry is in New York a lot, because I think that's another haven for him. And the fact that the king does have property in New York. Yeah, so Harry was at, let me pull up the story here. Harry was at this men's health event yesterday, and in preparation for today with Meghan. Now, here's the thing. If Harry is in New York already before Meghan gets there, then they're going to meet up in New York City, and they're going to have to reacclimate themselves to being together, because, it's been a while. Meghan has been in Paris, we know, right? So I think that there is trouble with Harry and Meghan right now, only because it just seems so logical that that's what's happening right now. But Harry is tells the only bit to reconcile with the king. Hold on, let me just pull up the video so that I have it here. Okay, he makes a surprise appearance in New York City to highlight men's health crisis in the U.S. Now, this here, there is a video of it. Let me pull that one up. Yep, right here. Hold on. That's not the video. Give me 1 second. I apologize. 1 second. Okay, here it is. I don't know why the wrong one. I'm not going to do that story. I'm not going to go into much detail, but that tells me that, really Harry is trying to get his independence around his career. Like, he doesn't want Meghan really associated with the work that he is doing. We know that there is a chance that he could, and I think it's actually going to happen, be losing his connection also to Invictus. That there was a news story that came out about that today. But that's something that we've been hearing for a while now. A lot of people are not happy with Harry, and Meghan for that matter, around the Invictus Games charity. So Harry is really trying to make a name for himself more and more, because that is where his comfort level is. It's in this charity work and doing things around mental health, using his status as a prince to give him validation, and for him to be able to make money from appearances, because that's what he knows. And I think this whole award that they are supposed to be getting today is nothing more than how they initially planned to work their together relationship when they first started all this, when they came to the States and back in 2020. We know that they were starting to brand themselves as a couple that were aligned in purpose. They were aligned in the work that they were going to do, and did trips. We know that they went to Brazil, they went to Nigeria. And this was something that was planned back then. Now, we all remember when they did this forum. 1 second. When they went to the place that they're getting the award from today, Project Healthy Minds, they did that a couple of years ago. They had a partnership with the organization through their Archwell Foundation. Now, the Archwell Foundation was is a charity, and so they are partnering with this organization for a few years now. Now, keep in mind, these are these are the same people that are giving them their award. So let me just share with you this video. Hold on 1 second, because I want you to see how this came about. Okay, this is it. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here we go.
The Duchess of Sussex.
The priority here is to, again, turn pain into purpose.
What are those same modifications we need to make to be able to keep our families and our children safe?
We can help build a movement that we need to ultimately protect the mental health and well-being of our children.
These people.
Okay, so this is what they did a few years ago when they were still doing things together as a couple, because their objective was the same. They were still doing things that were as a couple. Well, and through their Archwell Foundation. So this was a partnership through this organization, Project Healthy Minds. And this is how you know when they set this up, that what they're doing now is nothing more than them trying to build their brand. It's really a premeditated way of trying to get their couple status validated in America. Because think about it, they're getting an award from this company, Project Healthy Minds, that they partnered with several years ago. How is it that you are partnering with an organization, and then that same organization that you're partnering with is now giving you an award? You're essentially paying for that. You're paying for them to award you on a public stage. It's not like Harry and Meghan have been doing, this work around, children and online safety for years, and then they came across Project Healthy Minds, and they wanted to work now with Project Healthy Minds. No, this was established in the very beginning of their relationship, because they knew they wanted to have accolades. They wanted to have their backs scratched, so to speak, with an award to help uplift their profile later. So how are you legitimately getting an award from a company that you have a business personal working relationship with? It's almost like, you know, you are working with an advertising company to help you put out some commercials for your company, and then you agree later to, look, we're going to also commend you on your work with an award from us. We work together, we can make this happen to really up your profile. This is not an anonymous or like people looking at the work that they're doing from afar and really observing the good work that they're doing and wanting to award them. No, this was a company that was aligned with them in a business partnership that wanted to highlight their working relationship with an award, because there's money involved. There's an exchange of like-minded people. There's a contract. This is not something that would warrant a real legitimate award for doing good work. And that's exactly what's happening today when they go to get this humanitarian award. And, we think about the royals all the time giving out awards to other people. Royals really are not people to be getting awards. They're there to give out awards to people, to regular everyday people who are doing extraordinary things with the limited resources or the passion that they have. People like Harry and Meghan should not be getting awards. It's ridiculous. And that was their focus, because we know they got an award from the NAACP. We know Harry got the aviation award. Everything was about them upping their status in America so that they could, try to be these royals in America. And that's nothing to be commended, because it's a business goal and transaction that they were trying to, have later for, being in America now, because they wanted to be Royals 2.0. And we know that has backfired tremendously for them. So think about that when you think about the fact that they have this, they're getting this humanitarian award. It's ridiculous. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, thank you so much, Elaine McKenzie, for your super sticker. Love you, but where's our Tiffy boy? Oh, it's okay. Yes. Thank you. I will summon him. I heard him down there just now. I will get him up here. Give me 1 second. Okay, so now just go to the live here. Okay, so I don't know if you all have heard this. Now, when I heard this story today about William wanting to offer up or talking about potential peacemaking with Harry, that just about set me off. I'm not really feeling that. And I'm sure you all are probably of the same, right? Like, we're not feeling Prince William coming to try to, make amends or have peace with Harry. It's something that I feel would not be a good move for the royals. Let's just say that. It would not be a good move for the royals. So let me pull up this article that had that. Okay, here it is. And I want to know your thoughts, because I know it's one thing with the king, it's another thing with William. That's another thing. So let me just pull that up. All right, so here's the story. Prince William open to making peace with Prince Harry under certain conditions. How are we feeling about this? How are we feeling about Prince William possibly making peace with Harry? Well, Prince William may be softening to the idea of reconciling with his brother, Prince Harry. A source tells Examiner that the Prince of Wales, 43, is not totally closed off to the idea of making peace with the Duke of Sussex. Now, here's the thing also. we know that Harry and Meghan put out stories a lot. They put out things that I think contradict palace sources, because think about the times when something has come out in the news that said one thing and then the other side will come out and contradict it. I highly think it is within the conniving, the underhanded, on the down low, for Harry and Meghan's people to undermine palace sources and to put things out there on behalf of the royal family when it's them. I wouldn't put it past them to do something like that. But okay, so he knows how much it would mean to his father, Prince William, if he and Catherine, see, they're calling her Kate, Catherine, especially with Christmas fast approaching. The source explains. However, the source says that William would want a supervised discussion that is handled with total discretion, noting that he has no desire to pick up the phone and do this casually. And so that's how I believe you have to operate with Harry, because if you try to do anything and like let your guards down and casual about it, you're going to get burned. You are going to get burned. So absolutely, that would have to happen. So the sources also saying that there is still a big divide within the firm on whether or not William would or should welcome the spare author back to the royal fold. Now, a lot of courtiers still don't trust Harry an inch, and they think it is crucial for William to stand his ground and to stay away from the Sussexes, a source alleges. But there's only so much resistance he can put up against his own wife and father, who are telling him in no uncertain terms that enough is enough and it is high time for peace. And here's what I think is happening with that. I think the king wants to make some peace with Harry, and I think he's putting pressure on William, only because I can imagine the king, considering he is, in having issues with his health, whatever, he would want that. I think any parent would want that, regardless of what your child may or may have not done. You may want to just have peace in, your final years, but still be very cautious. And so now they're starting, if this really is coming from a trusted source, if they are trying to bring this into the picture, this is how it starts to become a narrative around William and Harry reconciling. They start putting these stories out saying that, yeah, it's time to start making, peace with your brother. And I don't think this really would be something that William should have to even put forth as something that would happen whenever, like really soon. I think he should take his time. He should be very cautious and maybe slowly consider it. Maybe just, okay, let me just think about it. But not really moving forward with it, because I think it's a very, very touchy thing that could happen. Because here is what is the key, and I'm sure you all know what that is, okay? Now, we'll talk about that. So an insider told Examiner last week that King Charles III was urging William to reconcile with Harry. As for Harry, the source claims that he is open to speaking with William without wife Meghan Markle, as he did last month when he ended his 19-month estrangement with Charles. And that is the golden ticket. And this is how I'm just going to say it like I've always said, how this is going to be not a reconciliation with Meghan while Meghan and Harry are still together as a couple. The only way Harry can get back into the royal fold is without Meghan. It can't happen with Meghan. Okay? They're not aligned in purpose. They cannot move forward, or Harry cannot move forward with Meghan. Harry has always previously insisted that he'd never come to the table unless Meghan's invited. This was always in the past. We have to remember that. But he put that principle aside for the meeting with his father, and the word is that he is willing to do the same with William. William made a rare mention of his younger brother, we know, when he did that Eugene Levy episode on Apple TV's The Reluctant Traveler, which I'm actually watching, by the way, and I am going to do a video on it. So far, I've gotten through the first episode, and it's pretty good. I'm liking what I see so far. So that we can see is part of it. And I think as we see Meghan start to do her own thing, more independent from Harry, trying to get her own brand to be significant enough where she can earn decent money, then Harry is starting to be independent from Meghan as well, as he tries to reconcile with his family, because it looks like, I believe, Harry and Meghan are showing us signs of their independent post-divorce life as we speak. If you look at it, you're watching their couple, their life in as they are as independent from each other. That's how we're seeing it now. So that right there tells me that as Harry continues to reconcile with his family, or try to reconcile with his brother, that just means that at one point he will be back without Meghan. Like, he is going to have his family back in his life, and it's not going to be with Meghan. That's just what it's going to be. Okay? And if you think otherwise, I know there are certain people that are saying that they're fine. It's not going to get to that. But if you really pay attention to what we're seeing now, think about it. If Harry and Meghan were still together, think about this. If Harry and Meghan were still together, do you think Harry would be trying this hard to get back to England? Because if we look at, let's imagine Harry and Meghan still happy, still in the honeymoon phase, still together as a couple, loving life in California. You wouldn't hear about Harry wanting to go back to reconcile. You would more than likely have Harry doing these secret trips back to the UK just to see his father. Because don't get it twisted, folks. Harry can go back anytime he wants without being noticed, without having the paparazzi or the newspapers knowing about it. There's so many times when they have done things independent of any sources really knowing what they're doing. Like, they can do these things. Like, we didn't even know Harry went to do an event yesterday. We didn't know this in advance. So how is it that, and there were other visits that he's done too where we don't hear about it. So if they really want to do these things without the public knowing, they can do it. And I think if Harry and Meghan were going to still be together, we would not be hearing about Harry wanting to go back. But they're doing that because they're trying to soften the blow. They're trying to get people on board. They're trying to use this tactic with their people. Here comes Otis. They're trying to, hello, Mr. Otis. Hello. They're trying to say, hi, Otis. Come here. Come here. Yes, yes. Say hi to the people. Say hi to the people. Say hi to the people. Say hi. Okay. If Otis wanted to, if Harry wanted to go to England, he could without anyone knowing. So I think trying to get the public, look at this abuse. Look at this. Look. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? They're trying to get the public to soften on Harry, to really get him back. This is why we're hearing about these stories. These stories are abundant. They're everywhere. Otis. They're everywhere. So this is Harry trying to go back, like permanently go back. So I think this is why we're hearing about it. And the only reason why Harry would do that, to make it known, is because he wants the public to welcome him back. Now, I did hear today that even Meghan, they say, I don't think I believe it, is going to be coming back. But I'm not going to go into that story because I just don't really quite believe it. but there was a story that came out today that Megan's going to go back before Christmas time. Okay. We'll just wait for some more info to come out on that. Okay. Now, let's see here. Sandy. Thank you, Sandy. No. She is cray. I live in England. Okay, Miss Sandy. Thank you so much for your super sticker. She is cray. And she's done some crazy things. And I don't think anybody will ever trust her. She would have to, they said in the article that she was eating humble pie. Yeah, I don't think she's going to eat no humble pie. The girl ain't gonna eat no humble pie. The girl, that's the thing. People, the only way Megan could go back, the only way she could ever go back is if she is so broken, look, to the point of just giving up, throwing in the towels. Like, okay, I'm done. I am just going to go back because I am so broken. You know, that's the only way it could happen. Otis. So no, she is cray, Sandy. Thank you for your super sticker, girlfriend. For fun, thank you for your super sticker. Thanks, P. Dinah. We are not buying this fake story. No way. Love your take on these two. Yes, I'm there with you. Thank you for fun. What, Otis? What, Otis? Okay. He's always here. He's always here. Like, he's always here. He's just always here. Okay. So now, did you all see my video that I did yesterday? Did you see that video? Did you see that video, Otis? Did you see that video? Did you see it? You did? You did see it? Did you hear me talking about it? You did? Oh, okay. So and this is just really quickly. I mean, and I did this research on Megan going to Paris, and I believe it was premeditated. I do. And you have to look at what we saw in the locations of Megan and her visit there to know it was premeditated. Okay, so let me just show you all what little bit of what I did in my video from yesterday, because I just kind of want to highlight this a little bit more. I only did a little bit on it yesterday, or in my video from yesterday. Give me 1 second. I don't want to. Can you see my cursor, you guys? Can you let me know in the chat here if you can see my cursor? Like, can you see that? Okay, so Stacy said Otis has quite the underbite. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? No cursor. You don't see the cursor. Oh, yes, you do, Sheila. Okay, thank you. Nope. Humility says no. Oh, thank you so much that you like the Dyer for. You like this color? Yeah, it is pretty, isn't it? With this shirt that I have on. I had an audition today. That's why I'm wearing this color. This is like one of the colors I wear when I have my auditions. You don't see a cursor. Okay, that's unfortunate. Okay, so I wish there was a way I could. Yeah, that is true about stress. Stress is a killer, man. You got to have your stress under control. All right, so unfortunately you can't see my cursor, but this is what I want you all to see. I really need you to understand what happened with Megan and going to Paris, okay? We got to look at this because this, I think, shows you the premeditation, the anticipation that Megan had about going to Paris was highly around going to the Alma Tunnel where Diana passed, okay? Because if you look at where she was, you know, we all remember the video, right? We all remember the video. Let me just see quickly if I can show you that too. This video right here. So we remember that video, right? Megan posting this on her social media. And I think that was something she had anticipated to do before she even got to Paris. Because let's just look quickly here at where she was staying when she went to Paris. She was down here at the bottom. You see this photo that I have of Megan at the bottom with the white shirt on. That is the address, the location of the actual Paris show, the Balenciaga show that Megan went to. Okay. It was at that show that she knew she was going to show up to that location when she got to Paris. It was very important for her to be in the vicinity of the show, because that's where you're going to be when you get there. So the first thing that I usually do when I'm getting ready to go anywhere is I make sure that I am not too far staying at my hotel before I, get to where I'm going. Give me a second here. I want to, that is, yes, that is the picture. That is the picture. I had another one that showed more. Oh, I know where it's at. Okay, never mind. So that's the first thing you do. So when you're traveling, you always want to be not far from where your hotel should not be far from where you're going. Your main event, Megan's main event, was going to the fashion show, allegedly. Like, that was supposed to be the most important thing that she was going to be doing in Paris. Okay, so we would think she would be not far from where the fashion show was then, right? Well, no. Her hotel was all the way up here north. Too bad you can't see my cursor, but I'm pointing up here at the very top where you see it says Hotel Plaza Athene. It's 24 minutes away, all the way up here at the top, not far from the Eiffel Tower. That is where Megan actually stayed. That's where her hotel was. Okay. Now, if we go back down towards the bottom, the picture I have of her in the black dress, that is where she went for the after party. Okay. So you mean to tell me that she came to Paris, first went to her hotel, more than likely, got all dolled up, drove down to where the Balenciaga fashion show was being held, then drove all the way back to her hotel to change into her black evening gown dress, which was very similar to a dress that Diana wore on the cover of Bazaar. Was it Bazaar magazine? I think it was. I think that was the name of it. And then drove all the way back down to go to the after party. Like, that's a pretty far commute to go back and forth for these two main events that were told to the public. It would make a lot more sense that she would have stayed in a hotel closer to where the venues are. But she didn't. She stayed further away from her venues and right next to the Alma Tunnel, which is not far from the Eiffel Tower, which is right up underneath that red dot that I have at the top here. The red dot where it says Hotel Plaza Athene. She was like a 2-minute walk from her hotel to the Alma Tunnel. That area. Okay. Why are you reserving your hotel room closer to the Alma Tunnel than where your venues are? 2 venues, not just one, but 2. They're both further away. The after party was not far from the fashion show venue. That doesn't make sense to me. So that's how I believe we know that she premeditated to do that video. That's how I believe we can, I think, come to some kind of what's the word? Man, the word just left my brain. More than likely, she was there to get this video. Okay? Just by what you see she did with her reservations for her hotel, which could have been pretty much anywhere. Okay, so don't tell me that this woman did not know anything about where she was, that the Alma Tunnel was right there. She didn't know anything about where Diana died. Like that, come on now. Come on. We're not that stupid. We are definitely able to reason and think with the deduction of reasoning where, or what the likelihood was of Megan staying where she stayed. Why would you do that? Why would you make your hotel so much more close in proximity to the Alma Tunnel than where your venues are, where you're going, your whole purpose for being in Paris? I also think that that has also been maybe something with Harry and Meghan's relationship, because I don't think that Meghan would have done that if she were in a really good relationship with Harry. I think her relationship with Harry is soured, it is broken, and that is why you see Meghan going to Paris. Now, also think about it. If you are a married woman, because they said that the reason why she went was to support her friend Pierre, or yeah, what's the guy's name? Man, I'm forgetting the guy's name. But if you're a mother of young children, your priority is not getting on a flight from California. We're not talking New York. Getting on a flight from California all the way over to Paris is about a 9-10 hour flight. Okay? With young children. You're not doing that with young children. You're not just going there to support this person who you gave a very awkward kiss to, right? We all saw that. So I think there's something that is happening with this relationship by the things that we're seeing already. And especially what we see this evening, the pictures that are going to be coming out from their time together for this award later today with Project Healthy Minds. Pierre, that's right, Pierre Paolo. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Okay. Yeah. So that is the thing that a lot of people are saying, that if Harry or if Meghan does come back, and I even think if Harry comes back, that will not be good for the monarchy. I think that will be the beginning of the end. I cannot see Harry being able to come back so easily without there being consequences. Because listen, the only way you can go back to the United Kingdom and hope that you will have people that will not give you too much is if you humble yourself. You cannot go back to England and expect people to welcome you if you don't show some humility, if you don't show that you are sorry for what you have done, if you don't come back with a little bit of your tail between your legs, you know what I'm saying? Like, you've got to really show, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. And that's the only way it can happen. And that's the thing. You have to, I guess, almost show that you made a big mistake. And I just don't think Harry's ready to say that he made a mistake. I think he will always try to show that, he did not make a mistake by marrying Meghan, even though he knows it. It's one thing to know it for yourself. It's a completely different story to know it and admit it to other people. Okay, so those are two very different things. And so I just don't think Harry will do something like that. Okay. Now, gotta fan myself, y'all. Woo! Now, the other thing, let me just get a little bit of air going here. Woo! Y'all know I just be feeling it, y'all, all the time, feeling it. So the one thing that I think that is, a big sign for the future for Harry and Meghan is when you see how they can't do anything else now to warrant any kind of money making. There's nothing more that they can do. They've done everything, and Megan has failed at everything. There's nothing more that they can do that is going to yield them the profits, the income that they want from. Oh, what is this? What? Okay, I have got to pause this for 1 sec. Okay, I'm sorry. I just did something. Okay, so let me just answer some of y'all's questions here, because I really think we are at a point, and I know we've been talking about this for a while. I know some of you really are not like feeling Harry and Meghan, and some of you don't want to talk about it as much anymore, but I really do believe that I gotta put my hair up, y'all, because I'm getting hot. I think we are at a time, like a very, you know how when you see a car crash and you're like at the very back of the line of a car crash and you're like not up yet on the accident, but you know there's an accident, you just can't see it yet. You know there's an accident because there's a long line, you see the flashing lights, you see like something has happened, but you don't know yet what. Okay, since the Oprah interview and some few other things that have happened with Harry and Meghan, we've been at the very back line of this car accident. We see something has happened. We don't quite know yet what it is. We see it. But the closer you come up on where the accident is, and the closer you get to the accident, more and more information starts to be revealed to you. You start to see, okay, you see all the ambulances. You see, okay, there's 5 ambulances now. There's a fire truck, and you're getting closer and closer. And now you're seeing you're seeing the wrecked vehicle. Now you're seeing the other vehicle. Like more and more starts to come into your vision as you get closer to the accident. I fully believe right now what we are seeing right now at this moment, we are like up at the accident point. We are like right at the accident, watching, rubbernecking the disaster. We're no longer at the back of the line. We are up on the accident looking at it like it's like right there. That's where we are right now with this whole saga with Harry and Meghan right now. Because there's been no time that we have seen where Harry's been trying so hard to go back to the United Kingdom. We see Meghan really trying to push her independence from Harry by going to Paris, which is so left field. Like, girl, what you doing going to Paris? Like, why? Trying to be this woman who is making waves without Harry, because she's got the name recognition. She's got the connection to this very famous family. She doesn't really need Harry anymore as much right now. She can make a name for herself now without Harry. Harry essentially has served his purpose. Okay? There's never been a time where we have actually seen this point in the relationship. We've come up to all of the failing, all the things that Meghan has done to fail with, her podcast, both her podcasts, with her Netflix, with her interviews that she's had with various different people like Emily Chang, and the Kerm Lima lady. Harry and Meghan both spoke independently at the Book Deal Summit. Like, they more and more have shown and failed a lot. So much so that their whole name as a couple spells disaster. Think about it. You have shows mocking them all the time. There are so many different parodies of Harry and Meghan in late night television. There are cartoons with them as a couple. There's so much as a married royal, we use the word royal lightly, but as a royal couple, we've seen so much of their ridiculed marriage that the only way now to move forward was to be able to be recognize or to establish yourself independent of each other. Because as a married couple now, your whole brand is nothing but a joke. It's damaged beyond repair when you are together as a royal couple. And the best thing that Meghan can do is to separate herself from Harry to get away from the ridicule as the wife of Harry. You see, so that's why I think while we're up on the accident, we are seeing it in clear view. This is the time where we have actually waited a long time and we are now at the accident. We see what has actually happened. There is a nasty accident that we are up upon right now. And it is going to be very revealing, this accident, to the reality of Harry and Meghan, and this impending divorce is going to be very ugly and nasty. Look at what has happened most recently. Let's look at Harry's his charity issues that he's going through now. We do know that the country of Chad has gotten rid of African Parks. They've had a 15-year relationship with them, and now Harry and another charity is going up bust. We already know what happened to Sentebale. Sentebale is no longer going to also be doing polo charity or polo fundraisers. That is a marking of Harry and his doing. They've X'd out that now. And now the other charity that Harry's been attached to is no longer going to be serving its purpose for because of very shady underlining deals of corruption or misappropriations or, behavior, and it just speaks volumes to how Harry is starting to lose so much. That his relationship with Meghan now, they can only rebrand independent of each other to get out of the troubles that they're in for failing. And this is a big sign right now as we see this couple try to do something. This event today, when we see them together for this event, which I mentioned at the very beginning of this live, was prepared and planned for years ago when they were still aligned in purpose. They didn't plan this event or get this humanitarian award of the Humanitarians of the Year award recently. This was planned when they were still trying to make it as a couple. So we have to really take a step back now and see this is a very pivotal time for Harry and Meghan in their relationship and what we see happening. Thank you so much for, okay, I think I did that one. Okay, yeah, sorry. Thank you very much again for fun. Lizzie B, thank you so much for your membership that you have gifted. Appreciate that very much, Lizzie B. So kind. And Carmela Divine, those private are summered are bad. Those private are summered are bad. Did I read that correctly? Those private, I'm not sure what you mean, Carmelita Divine, but thank you so much for your super chat. So I think what we see today with the event that is coming out with Project Healthy Minds, I'm going to do a video on it tomorrow. I'll be watching it closely because it is going to reveal so much. Now, don't think that they're going to show up and be very obvious about the status of their relationship. They're going to have to show us how much in love they are. They're going to have to play the role, so to speak. Now, I wouldn't put it past them if it were really bad. One of them did not show up together. Well, we know Harry's already in New York. I wouldn't put it past Meghan to not show up and say, oh, I'm sick, or the kids are sick, or whatever. But if they are together, be prepared for some signs of tension. And if you don't see it, they're trying very hard to cover it up. because like I said, this is the time now that we will see things with this couple starting to happen. We are up on the accident. We are like right there. We waited in the line and we've driven up and we finally got there and we can see it. Okay, so be sure to catch my video tomorrow. And we have to keep our eyes out on this whole charity thing with Harry right now, because I think this time for his losing this charity, this African Park scandal, is a big sign for Harry, and it's going to affect him tremendously. It's going to affect him because we know how much it affected him when he left Sintabali, and we know that he's getting ready, I believe, to lose Invictus as well. There's been talks of that for the last 2 years. The participants were talking about that is not what it used to be before Megan came along. It's very different since Megan has come along. So I would suspect that Invictus would be the next thing to go. So African Parks, then, and so, it's really not good right now. So I hope that William does not want to reconcile just quite yet. I don't know that that would be a good thing for the monarchy. I really don't. Oh, Lizzie B, aren't you so kind, girlfriend? You done gifted 5 more P Dida memberships. Aren't you so kind? Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, so I don't know if I told you all, so I'm trying to go to Earthshot Prize in Brazil. I went in 2022. If you are a member of my channel, you'll see a video I put together when I went to Boston and covered the Earthshot Prize Awards there. But I'm hoping that I'm able to get a press pass. I still haven't gotten it yet. I know I talked about that previously, but still trying to see what's going to happen with that. I'm not going to talk too much about it now because I'm kind of close. Kind of close, but not there yet. So we'll see what happens, okay? So be sure to like this video. Thank you so much for all of your super stickers and chats. Thank you so much to Fiona. Thank you so much to, oops. Oh, Fiona was twice. Oh, yeah, she's a member now, too. Okay, great. Nemer3 for your super sticker. Thank you, Elaine McKenzie. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you so much, Elaine McKenzie. Love Otis's teethies. You can watch Otis in my video with Otis on my Facebook. Please be sure to follow me there. Thank you so much for fun, that you're not buying that fake story. And to Lizzie B for your gifted memberships to my membership page. Thank you so much. Thank you, Carmelita, Lizzie B. Thank you. And remember, once again, you can find my charity. If you want to support my charity, I will be talking more about that. Some things have happened with that have got me just beside myself, seeing crazy lately, but we'll get through it all. Your support has been amazing. Thank you so much. And thank you for always being here on Thursdays. I do these lives on Thursdays, usually at 5 p.m. Eastern. Sometimes I may be late, like today a little bit, because I had to go get my hair. Let me pull my hair down. Yes. So to get my hair did today, y'all. Whoops. Otis, you want to say goodbye? Otis. Oh, I think he's gone. Oh, yep, he's outside. Sorry. Okay. Is he there? Yeah. Okay. Hi, Otis. Come here. He's listening to you. Okay. He's coming. Now he's been summoned. You want to say goodbye to everybody? Come here. Come here, honey. Come here, Otis. What you looking at? Do I see he's looking at me because I look different with my hair? He's like, what you? Otis, you want to say goodbye? Look how he's looking at me. He's like, why your hair like that? Why you looking like that? Otis. Hi. Do I look different? You're like, where's all that hair? Look, look. Oh, that's why you be looking all at you got some serious expressions, don't you? You want to say goodbye to everybody? Do you want to say goodbye? You want to say goodbye? Yeah, she want to say goodbye. Okay, we going to say goodbye to everybody. Thank you so much for being here. And catch my video tomorrow. Thank you for being here and for all of your support. I appreciate you guys so, so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I can't wait to talk about what we see this evening. Yes, at the gala, at the gala. All right, everybody, let's say goodbye. Let's say goodbye. Let's say goodbye to the people. Let's say goodbye to the people. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys. I'll see you next week live, but catch my video tomorrow. Bye-bye.